Obergefell versus Hodges, 2015. Imagine loving someone deeply, but your own government tells you that your love is illegal. Imagine being denied dignity, rights, and recognition just because of who you are. In 2015, one case changed everything in America. Obergefell versus Hodge. For decades, same-sex couples in the United States lived in uncertainty. Some states recognized their marriages, others rejected them completely. Families were torn apart, partners were denied hospital access, inheritance, and even the simple right to be called a spouse. One such story was that of James Obergefell and John Arthur. They were a couple from Ohio. When John fell gravely ill with ALS, the two traveled to Maryland, where same-sex marriage was legal, and got married. But when they returned home to Ohio, the state refused to recognize their marriage. James only wanted one thing. When John passed away, he wanted to be listed as John's spouse on the death certificate. But Ohio law said no. This injustice didn't just affect them. It affected countless other couples across the country. And soon, multiple lawsuits piled up, all asking the same question. Does the U.S. Constitution protect the right of same-sex couples to marry? Scale the legal battle. Two arguments clashed in the Supreme Court. On one side, the couples argued, marriage is a fundamental right. Denying it violates both dignity and equality under the 14th Amendment. On the other side, the states argued, marriage has always been between a man and a woman. This is a matter for states to decide, not the federal government. Building the decision. On June 26, 2015, history was made. In a close 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court ruled that same-sex marriage is a constitutional right under the Due Process and Equal Protection Clauses of the 14th Amendment. Justice Anthony Kennedy, writing for the majority, declared, the Constitution grants them that right. The right to marry is fundamental because it supports a two-person union unlike any other. From that day forward, every state in America was required to both allow and recognize same-sex marriages. Police garlight the dissent, but not all justices agreed. Chief Justice Roberts and 3 others dissented, warning that the court had overstepped its power. They argued that such a massive social change should come from the people and their legislatures, not from judges. They feared this ruling could affect democracy and religious freedoms. Africa, the impact. Despite controversy, the decision was a turning point in American history. Same-sex couples finally gained equal recognition, access to hospital visitation, inheritance, adoption, and tax benefits. More than that, they gained something priceless, the dignity of love recognized by law. So here's the question I'll leave you with. Backhand index pointing right, do you believe the Supreme Court did the right thing by declaring same-sex marriage a constitutional right? Or should such decisions be left to individual states and the people? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think.